What is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Hbar, which is performing okay. It obviously had the huge run up leading up to the inauguration and has since dropped off a bit. We did have longs on the trade of Hbar right here from the low of 25-26 cents, and we essentially took profits once at the peak. Initial take profit was here at 31 cents. We then had a second take profit here at 37 cents, a third take profit here at 39 cents, and then we placed our stop loss at this high and low right here. So our stop loss has been hit. It hit at 25% profit. We had 3 take profits previously. Overall, a superb trade. Really no faults from the initial entry all the way to the final take profit and the stop loss. Essentially a perfect trade. So yeah, really good stuff there. We still have a few trades running. We also took profit on Vitho's spot, which has rallied. Did like a 400x yesterday, up another 20% today. XRP is another trade still running. Solana is another trade we actually took profits on right near the peak for 1,000% profit. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff going on in crypto right now, and especially with our trades. So if you want to be keeping up with them and if you want to be getting these exact trades sent to you, then check out the Discord down below. It'll be the first link in the description, and yeah, you can join up and start copying all of these trades right here. But regardless, let's take a look at Hbar and where I think it'll be going. We can remove this now because the trade is expired and it's no longer with us. What should we be doing with Hbar right now? Well, it's at this prior resistance level, which it was yet to use as a support. So it's going to be very interesting to see whether we can actually establish this level as a brand new support. If you know technical analysis, you'll know usually when we break through a prior resistance level, it usually becomes a new support level, and it sort of moves in these sort of legs where we create a high and then we come back down. That's actually not a good representation due to my bad drawing skills, but here we create a high, we come back down, and then we come back up, break above the high, use that as a support, then we have another high, and we essentially move in these legs. And that's what a bullish market would look like in most cases. With crypto, it can be slightly different. We can just have single leg movements up if there's really bullish news. As you can see here, there wasn't really establishments of legs down, very small and peculiar ones. But even Bitcoin, for example, we more so where we have these legs down, consolidation, move up, leg down to the support, prior resistance level, consolidation, move up, leg down, prior resistance, new support, move up, and then yeah, once we get any sort of catalyst, it explodes. So that's how it usually moves, and that's how I think it should be moving right now. Once we're obviously right in it, but we should come down and fully fill to the 0.236 level here on the Fibonacci, and that's where I'd really be looking for another position. We already have some spot of Hbar, not a lot. It's not a coin that I was most bullish on, but it is definitely a coin that we're now going to be utilizing with our futures trades. So we're going to be looking for a sort of long position from here. Again, all of our trades are, the narrative is based on the daily or weekly chart, and then we find our entries on the lower time frame, like the 15-minute, the 1 hour, 4 hour also. So right here I'm giving you the trade idea, but you might not be able to get the exact same entry as us, as again, the 15-minute moves very fast. This video will take at least 1 to 2 hours to edit, 20 minutes to make. It will be very hard for me to do a call in this video for an exact entry and for it to be able to hit. So again, if you want to be getting that exact entry that I'm getting and that all my members are getting, then check out the Discord down below, and you'll be able to find all the information there. But yeah, I mean, the way we usually find these is very simple. We use some smart money techniques, fair value gaps, order blocks, supply and demand zones, everything like that. Liquidity sweeps also very good. For example, what you can try and find is like here, for example, we started moving down. Obviously the higher time frame narrative would have to be bearish as well, but here we had a fair value gap, not perfect, but we could have entered a short position at the top of this fair value gap, stops at this wick high, or even the previous high, take profit at the previous support right here where all the bodies are, something like that, and yeah, you would have secured 2% profit. Scalp trade on a 15-minute time frame, not too bad. 10-20x average, you're looking at 50% profit there nearly. So yeah, that's how you sort of want to do it. We obviously have the take profits on the daily chart or the weekly chart as well, which we don't really utilize as much because the daily just provides a lot more information. So yeah, I mean, our profits are usually quite vast. You know, like for example, here we had 54%, which is unleveraged already. With leverage, you're looking at nearly 1,000% profit. So that's the sort of difference. Obviously, you have to hold for longer, endure a bit more pain, but that's just the way that it goes with, you know, swing trades. We also have to take a look at Bitcoin dominance, which has finally started to ease back a bit. We did come up to the high previously, and it was looking a bit scary, but now it's down 0.5%. It's slightly easing back into the market, back into the groove. Once it starts dumping, we'll see altcoins start to pump up a bit more. Another thing is the S&P obviously has a lot of correlation with the entire market. I think we actually hit an all-time high today. If we take a look here, the high we hit was $6,000 roughly $100. If we go back on the daily, yeah, we hit an all-time high today. Slightly eased back now, but yeah, the Trump effect, everybody, the Trump effect. It's looking really, really good, up 0.7%, normal for SPY, but again, all-time high, very, very good. Again, the Bitcoin should be following it slightly more so. However, as we talked about in the previous video today, we expect it to come back down to support, slightly consolidate before it moves up to the next leg at $114,000. And that is going to be the next key resistance level now. We are trading way over 100,000, roughly 4% over, which is good to see. It's a very psychological level. You know, a six-figure Bitcoin is one of the most aesthetically pleasing things. So I'm sure a lot of investors are happy, and it's just a much better sight to see than, you know, when it's below six figures. So that's slightly better, I'd suppose, for people investing. You know, they'll see a larger number. They'll probably want to invest more. They think it's going up and so on and so forth. Now, 114 is the next resistance. If we break above, we should be able to use as support, but I think it will be more sort of a case where we get, you know, another one of these scenarios where we sort of blow past it and then just come see quite a significant crash, or maybe there's going to be a huge catalyst which then just fully annihilates that idea and we just moon, you know, like we did when we had Trump be elected. So back to Hbar, that's what we're looking for. Again, I gave you a trade example and sort of the next trade that I'm looking for. Whenever we enter these sort of trades, again, you'll know if you're in the Discord, we usually try and set a stop loss after the entry. We monitor these trades very, very closely, especially at the entry points, just in case, you know, the market is moving quite volatilely. So yeah, we don't want to get stopped out or liquidated. But that's why it's so good to enter on the lower time frame as well, because on the daily chart, for example, you might see a flush candle where the market is just dumping. You already have your limit entry set, you know, you've sort of forgot about it, and it just hits that entry point, but you're screwed because the market is dumping. Maybe there's a bad news event or so on and so forth. But with a lower time frame entry, the key thing is that it has to be technically based. It can't just be off a news event and other key ideologies like that. You know, if it's, for example, a fair value gap with an order block, with a liquidity sweep, all of those things must happen in order for it to go bullish. And if one of those things doesn't happen, then it's not bullish, then you can't enter the trade, you know, and you can't take profit and you can't lose. So that's why it's so important. And even though that might instinctively provide you with less trades, it's going to have a much higher win rate. And yeah, that's why it's so important and so useful. Now, if you did enjoy the video and you did find it helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you need a place to buy, sell, or trade any sort of cryptocurrency for the lowest fees, then check out all the exchanges we're working with down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.